Greetings everyone, welcome to another enlightening episode from Dr. Chris's Key to the Manager's Mindset video series. Today we're tackling a topic that impacts us all, regardless of age or income level: financial habits. These are patterns of behavior that can either propel us towards abundance or unfortunately keep us stuck in a cycle of financial stress and poverty. The key to breaking free from these detrimental habits lies in identifying them, understanding their impact, and making conscious efforts to change. From poor budgeting and overspending to inadequate financial planning and more, we'll break down these patterns and provide practical tips for overcoming them. What's more, we'll highlight how making these changes can lead to increased financial stability and peace of mind. So, are you ready to take control of your finances and steer your life towards financial freedom? Stay tuned as we delve into these detrimental financial habits and how to overcome them. First on the list is poor budgeting and spending habits. Let's dive into the deep end, shall we? Imagine you're navigating your way through a dense forest with no map. You don't know where you are, where you're going, or even where you've been. That's exactly what it's like trying to manage your finances without a budget. A budget is your financial roadmap. It helps you track your income and expenses, giving you a clear picture of your financial health. But what happens when you don't have a budget? You're essentially flying blind. It's easy to lose track of where your money is going, and before you know it, you're left wondering where it all went. Not having a budget can lead to overspending, undersaving, and ultimately financial instability. It's like trying to hit a target with your eyes closed. You might get lucky once or twice, but in the long run, it's a losing game. Now let's move on to the second habit: impulse spending. Picture this. You're walking through a shopping mall and you see a pair of shoes that you just have to have. So you buy them without a second thought. That, my friends, is impulse spending. Unplanned purchases might seem harmless in the moment, but they can quickly drain your finances. It's like a leaky faucet, a slow, steady drip that can result in a significant loss over time. Impulse spending is often driven by emotions. It's a temporary high that fades quickly, leaving you with a lighter wallet and a heavier sense of regret. It's not about denying yourself the occasional treat, but rather about making thoughtful, intentional decisions about how you spend your money. Next up is overspending on non-essentials. We all have those things that we want: the latest gadget, the trendiest clothing, the fanciest car. But there's a big difference between wants and needs. Needs are the basics: food, shelter, healthcare. Wants, on the other hand, are the nice-to-haves. When you prioritize wants over needs, you're setting yourself up for financial trouble. Think of it like this: you're in a boat and you're taking on water. Your needs are the holes in the boat. You have to plug them first or you'll sink. Your wants are the extra cargo. Nice to have, but not essential for staying afloat. If you're spending more on your wants than your needs, you're throwing more cargo into the boat and ignoring the holes. It's only a matter of time before you sink. Understanding and controlling your spending habits is the first step towards financial stability. It's about making conscious, informed decisions about where your money goes. It's about distinguishing between wants and needs and prioritizing accordingly. And above all, it's about taking control of your finances instead of letting your finances control you. So, take a good hard look at your spending habits. Are you navigating with a clear roadmap, or are you wandering aimlessly in the financial wilderness? Are you making thoughtful purchases, or are you giving in to impulse buys? Are you prioritizing your needs, or are you overspending on wants? The answers to these questions might be uncomfortable, but they're essential for breaking free from poor budgeting and spending habits. So, grab a pen, make a budget, and take the first step towards financial stability. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Moving on, let's delve into debt-related habits. One of the most common yet destructive financial habits revolves around the misuse of credit cards. Credit cards, when used responsibly, can be a powerful financial tool. They allow for purchases when cash is short. They can build your credit score and often come with rewards and benefits. However, the convenience of credit cards can also be a slippery slope to overspending and accruing debt. The key word here is balance. You see, every time you don't pay off your credit card balance in full, you're charged interest on the remaining amount. This interest is typically much higher than what you'd find with other types of loans. So if you're only making the minimum payments, or worse, missing payments altogether, your debt can quickly snowball, leaving you trapped in a cycle of high-interest debt that's hard to escape. Not only does credit card debt put a strain on your wallet, but it can also impact your credit score, making it harder and costlier to borrow money in the future. So it's critical to use credit cards wisely. Make sure to pay off your balance in full each month, or at least as much as you can, to avoid paying more in interest. Next, we have the habit of ignoring or delaying payment on high-interest debt. It's easy to bury our heads in the sand when it comes to debt. But the longer you wait to address it, the larger it grows. High-interest debt, such as payday loans or credit card debt, can compound at an alarming rate. This means the interest you owe also earns interest, causing your debt to increase exponentially over time. Ignoring debt doesn't make it disappear, it only makes it grow, so it's essential to prioritize paying off high-interest debt. Start by listing out all your debts, from the highest interest rate to the lowest. Then focus on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first while making minimum payments on the others. This method, known as the avalanche method, can save you a significant amount of money in the long run. But remember, while it's important to pay down debt, it's just as important to avoid falling back into it. This means you need to analyze and address the behaviors that led to the debt in the first place. It could be overspending, not having a budget, or living beyond your means. By addressing these root causes, you can break the cycle of debt and start on the path to financial stability. In conclusion, credit card misuse and ignoring high-interest debt are two debt-related habits that can wreak havoc on your financial health. But by understanding the impact of these habits and taking proactive steps to manage your debt, you can turn things around. Remember, managing debt effectively is crucial to maintaining financial health. It's not about completely avoiding debt. Sometimes taking on debt can be a strategic move, like when buying a home or investing in education. It's about understanding how to use debt wisely, how to manage it, and most importantly, how not to let it manage you. So stay informed, stay proactive, and remember, financial health isn't a destination, but a journey, and every step you take towards managing your debt is a step towards financial freedom. Next up, we have inadequate financial planning. Just imagine you're sailing a ship without a compass or a map. Sounds risky, right? That's exactly what it's like to navigate your financial life without proper planning. Let's delve into some common mistakes people make. Firstly, many overlook the importance of an emergency fund. An emergency fund is a financial safety net designed to cover unexpected expenses such as car repairs, medical bills, or even job loss. Without it, any unplanned expense can lead to financial stress or worse, debt. So, how much should you aim to save? A good rule of thumb is to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Remember, this fund isn't for holidays or luxury purchases, but for genuine emergencies. Next, let's talk about insurance coverage. Insurance is like a parachute. You might not need it every day, but when you do, you'll be glad it's there. Yet, many people underestimate the importance of having adequate insurance coverage. Whether it's health insurance, home insurance, or car insurance, being uninsured or underinsured can lead to significant financial stress when disaster strikes. For instance, a serious health issue without health insurance can drain your savings or even lead to bankruptcy. Therefore, it's essential to review your insurance needs regularly and ensure that you're adequately covered. Now, on to our third point, not investing early. Investing is a powerful way to grow your wealth thanks to the magic of compound interest. Compound interest is the interest you earn on both your original money and on the interest you continually accumulate. It's like a snowball effect. The sooner you start, the bigger your snowball gets over time. Let's illustrate with a simple example. Imagine two people, Alex and Blake. Alex starts investing $1,000 a year at age 25, while Blake starts investing the same amount at age 35. By the time they're both 60, even if Blake continued to invest longer, Alex would have accumulated more wealth. This is because Alex's investments had more time to compound and grow. You might be thinking, but I don't have enough money to invest. Remember, you don't need a fortune to start investing. Even small amounts can grow significantly over time thanks to compound interest. The key is to start early and be consistent. So to recap, inadequate financial planning can lead to a lack of preparation for emergencies, potential financial strain from uninsured losses, and missed opportunities to grow wealth through early investing. Now, financial planning might seem daunting, and it's easy to delay it thinking I'll start tomorrow or I'll start when I earn more. But the truth is, there's no better time to start than now. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making progress step by step towards a financially secure future. Don't worry if you make mistakes along the way. We all do. What matters is that you learn from them and keep moving forward, and remember, it's never too late to start. Even small changes can make a big difference over time. In the end, remember this: your future self will thank you for the financial decisions you make today. So start building that emergency fund, review your insurance coverage, and consider investing early. Proper financial planning can help you avoid unexpected financial hardships and build wealth over time. Now let's talk about income-related habits. These habits are often overlooked, but they play a crucial role in shaping our financial health. Today we will focus on two particularly detrimental habits: living paycheck to paycheck and relying solely on one income source. Living paycheck to paycheck is a precarious way to manage your finances. It's like walking a tightrope without a safety net. If anything unexpected happens, such as a medical emergency or a sudden job loss, you might find yourself in a financial freefall. This lifestyle leaves no room for savings, investments, or even the occasional treat that we all deserve. It's easy to fall into this trap, especially when your income barely covers your expenses. But it's important to remember that this is not a sustainable way to live. If you're trapped in this cycle, it's time to take a hard look at your expenses and find ways to cut back. Remember, it's not about how much money you make, but how much you keep. Living below your means is not about deprivation, it's about making smart choices that ensure your financial stability in the long run. Now let's move on to the second habit: relying solely on one income source. This is like putting all your eggs in one basket. If that basket breaks, you lose everything. This is a risky way to live, especially in today's unpredictable economic climate. Think about it this way: if you lose your job tomorrow, how long can you sustain your current lifestyle without any income? For most people, the answer is not very long. This is why it's crucial to diversify your income streams. Diversifying your income does not necessarily mean getting a second job, although that can certainly help. It can also mean investing in stocks, bonds, or real estate, starting a side business, or even monetizing a hobby. The goal here is to create multiple income streams that can sustain you if one source dries up. Of course, this is easier said than done. It requires effort, planning, and sometimes a leap of faith. But the peace of mind that comes with financial security is well worth the effort. Let's take a moment to reflect on this. Are you living paycheck to paycheck? Are you relying solely on one income source? If the answer to either of these questions is yes, it's time to take action. Start by reviewing your expenses and identifying areas where you can cut back. Then start exploring ways to diversify your income. Remember, every little bit helps. Even a small side business or investment can make a significant difference in the long run. It's also important to remember that change takes time. Don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Keep pushing forward, and with time you'll start to see the fruits of your labor. In conclusion, living paycheck to paycheck and relying solely on one income source are two habits that can keep you trapped in a cycle of financial instability. By breaking these habits, you can start to build a more secure financial future. Diversifying income and living below your means is key to financial freedom. So let's strive for that freedom. Let's break these habits and start building a future where financial stress is a thing of the past. After all, you deserve a life where money is a tool, not a burden. Lastly, we have mindset and education. Our minds are powerful tools shaping our lives and the decisions we make. When it comes to financial health, the mindset we adopt can either propel us towards abundance or pull us into a cycle of scarcity. One of the most common pitfalls is short-term thinking. This is the mentality that focuses on immediate gratification, often at the expense of long-term benefits. It's the voice in our head that tells us to buy that shiny new gadget today rather than save for a more prosperous tomorrow. It's the urge to splurge on a luxury vacation now rather than invest in a portfolio that could fund countless vacations in the future. Short-term thinking can lead to poor financial decisions, leaving us in a perpetual state of playing catch-up with our finances. But how do we combat this short-term thinking? The answer lies in financial literacy. It's not just about knowing how to balance a checkbook or understanding the difference between stocks and bonds. Financial literacy is about comprehending the financial landscape as a whole. It's about understanding how money works, how to make it work for you, and how to safeguard it for future needs. Financial literacy empowers us to make informed decisions, to plan effectively, and to build a robust financial future. It enables us to navigate the world of finance with confidence, making smart decisions that align with our long-term goals. However, financial literacy isn't a one-time lesson learned in school. It's a continuous process of education, keeping up with changes and trends in the financial world. It's about staying informed, staying curious, and always striving to learn more. In the end, the mindset we adopt and the education we continue to seek play a crucial role in our financial journey. They can be the difference between a life of financial struggle and a life of financial freedom. A long-term mindset and continuous financial education are the cornerstones of financial success. So, there you have it. We've traversed the terrain of poor budgeting, debt traps, inadequate planning, risky income habits, and short-term thinking. These are the monsters lurking in your financial closet, but fear not. By cultivating a habit of mindful spending, diligent debt management, proactive planning, income diversification, and long-term vision, you can conquer them. It's time to take a hard look at your habits and make those crucial changes. Remember, the first step to changing your financial future is recognizing and addressing these poor financial habits. That's it for today's video. We've got some exciting content coming up that'll further help you navigate your financial journey. Make sure you don't miss out, so stay tuned. You can also connect with us on other platforms. Just look for Dr. Chris's Key to the Manager's Mindset. Your engagement fuels our endeavor, so hit the subscribe button and don't hesitate to share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep striving for financial wellness.